The 2013 political circus had a really big tent. Alex Wagner has a look back at an often ridiculous year in politics.
First, you see this trend here. This is going to mean bad news.
You put 5 rednecks on a mower, it's going to be epic.
Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine, probably in one of my drunken stupors.
Just when you thought American politics couldn't get any more clownish, it did.
1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
It was a year when sanity and credentials were checked at the door.
There's such a stark contrast between Ken Cuccinelli and his opponent, Terry.
You can just say his opponent.
Yeah, I'll try that again, okay?
The unqualified offered their unqualified support.
Terry McCaslin, how do you say that? McAuliffe. I couldn't, okay. Terry McCaslin. McAuliffe. Yeah, between okay, all right. And his opponent, okay.
And the wildly unqualified offered wildly misguided support.
He's my friend for life. I don't care what you guys think about him.
Dennis Rodman tried his hand at diplomacy by befriending a dictator.
Love him.
Yeah.
Love him. Guess what?
Know this.
Yes. I love him. I love the guy's awesome.
But his grasp of foreign policy wasn't all that much weaker than that of certain elected representatives.
Congress will stand strong in support of continuing military support for the United States support financially.
Which brings us to our first 2013 All-Star, Michelle Bachmann. In Cairo, Bachmann confused the Muslim Brotherhood with Al-Qaeda.
We've seen the threat that the Muslim Brotherhood has posed around the world. We stand against this great evil. We are not for them. We remember who caused 9/11 in America.
Thankfully, she had already announced her exit strategy from the U.S. Congress.
I have decided next year I will not seek a 5th congressional term. And rest assured, this decision was not impacted in any way by the recent inquiries into the activities of my former presidential campaign or my former presidential staff.
But Bachmann's words and her fear-mongering are sure to live on in infamy.
That's why we're here. Because we're saying, let's repeal this failure before it literally kills women, kills children, kills senior citizens.
Indeed, confusion continued to reign supreme in the Republican House, especially around health care.
President Obama often attempts to paint Republicans as being out of order, downright crazy in their criticism of the health care law. Were you born in Kansas, Meade, Kansas?
I was not. I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
I was in the 3rd grade there, and I thought I saw you on a tricycle there one day.
But nothing was more confusing than the marathon non-filibuster filibuster by our second 2013 All-Star, Ted Cruz.
Some time ago, I tweeted a speech that Ashton Kutcher gave. It's actually a terrific speech.
Cruz stood and spoke for more than 21 hours on the Senate floor. Legislatively, the speech had no purpose.
First of all, this is not a filibuster. This is an agreement that he and I made that he could talk.
So what then did Senator Ted Cruz believe the American people so desperately needed to hear for 21 hours?
I like their little burgers.
Mostly a whole lot about Senator Ted Cruz.
I'll confess I don't go to a whole lot of cocktail parties in town. I will credit my father. He invented, this wasn't for the restaurant, but he did it anyway. He invented green eggs and ham. You know, almost all of us are in cheap suits with bad haircuts. Who cares? Jay said redneck rule number 1. Most things can be fixed with duct tape, extension cords. That's actually very true.
With all due respect, I'm not sure we learned anything new, but it's been interesting to watch.
As one Texan clawed his way into the spotlight, another seemed to fade into the background.
I said, I'm thinking about painting. She said, what's your objective? I said, there's a Rembrandt trapped in this body.
Right. Wow.
Your job is to find it.
No, not that Texas governor. This one.
Time has come to pass on the mantle of leadership.
Or at least he tried to camouflage himself by dressing up as a smart person.
Good morning, Governor. Good morning, Todd. How are you? Thanks for coming out. Thank you, Todd.
So goes the cycle of politics. You serve and retire. Or you serve, resign in disgrace, and then keep trying to run again.
I hope I get a second chance to work for you.
Which brings us to 2013 All-Star Anthony Weiner, who thought this was his year to make a comeback.
Good morning. Exposed again. Weiner, who reportedly used the name Carlos Danger.
He admitted that his sexting continued after he resigned from Congress.
It's not dozens and dozens. It is 6 to 10, I suppose, but I can't tell you absolutely what someone else is going to consider inappropriate or not.
Aggressive, invasive, creepy, and running for mayor. It quickly became clear that as long as Weiner was running, Carlos Danger would not exit the race.
Fue un error, pero es un caso entre yo y mi esposa.
And Carlos Danger did not always play nice.
You know nothing. You know nothing. Your ignorance is being shown for the entire world.
What about what's going on in your personal life then? How do you deal with that when you're confronted and you've been so exposed, your family humiliated?
Nice to see you. Thank you, brother.
How do you carry on? Is it ambition? Is it a hunger for the big job, the power?
Hard to take you seriously. Anything else I can do for ITV? You want to do the weather or something?
By the end of the summer,
Some more. There's a smaller crowd than we thought.
the Weiner/Danger campaign had crumbled.
This memory, Anthony Weiner. Okay, thank you. Let me just leave you something to read under the door then.
Who could fill the void left by Carlos Danger? Who could possibly match the arrogance, the ignorance, and the stunning incompetence?
Holy!
One man, Rob Ford, the clown of 2013. Rob Ford seemed to be a one-man mission to test the theory that elected officials are supposed to display some shred of responsibility and/or self-awareness.
Yes, I have some looked crack cocaine.
When
Have I tried it? Probably in one of my drunken stupors, probably approximately about a year ago. I'll rip his throat out, I'll pull his eyes out, I will he's dead, I'll make sure that dead. I need 10 minutes to make sure he's dead. It'll be over 5 minutes. Obviously, I was extremely inebriated. I shouldn't have got hammered down at the Danforth. St. Patrick's Day, another incident. It got a little out of control.
To the city of Toronto, good luck. And to Rob Ford, our American politicians, thank you for doing the impossible and making them look really, really, really good.
That was Alex Wagner taking us through the past crazy year in politics. Thank you so much to Sahil, Peter, Dave, and Zerlina. That is all for now. I'll see you back here Thursday at noon Eastern. And in the meantime, have a very happy new year.